Hello and welcome to Football Manager 2017. This save will look familiar. It's the, I hope it does. It's the Wenger at Barcelona one, but that's not what we're looking at here. I had a recent comment on a video from a little back, which was the Wonderkid Polio, that's how you say his name. A comment from a guy called Evan Hick. He asked me to bring back the Wonderkids. Not literally bring back the Wonderkids. I'm not kidnapping Wonderkids. That makes me sound like a paedophile. No, he meant bring them back as in do the videos. Started that well, made myself out to be a paedophile. But we're just looking at Wonderkids and looking how they develop. It doesn't sound good, does it? No matter how I word this, I just sound dodgy. We're just going to get straight into it. First guy is going to be the goalkeeper we're going to be looking at in this video. It's Predrag Rajkovic. Goalkeeper, Serbian, 20 years old, 3 caps for Serbia already. Good 6'3". He just plays as a goalkeeper, no sweeper keeper, just flat out traditional goalkeeper. And while we're looking through these seasons, we'll be looking at specific stats to see whether they improve. There's some of his highlighted stats for just a goalkeeper. We'll be looking at his command of area, his communication, his handling, his one-on-ones, his reflexes, and his throwing. And because, well, as I said, they're his main stats. Hopefully he can have a successful career, because if he doesn't, it makes me look like a bit of a dick. And I don't want to look like a paedophile and a dick. So we're going to jump straight into his first season and see how he does. Right, so we're back at the end of the first season, and we'll see how good old Predrag has done. I also apologise if I'm saying his name wrong. I'm not Serbian. If we look at him, he's had 5 more Serbia caps, obviously a year older. He stayed at Maccabi Tel Aviv, but only made 2 appearances. Injured? No. Who's there? They got another goalkeeper. I thought he'd be playing, like no matter what. No, I don't even understand. He's played like 2 games, which doesn't really make much sense for him not to play. He literally played 2 games. He got 5 international games, but only got 2 league. He played more games for Serbia than he did for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Don't really understand that, but we'll see if any of his stats have developed. Command of area is the same. Communication's the same. Handling is the same. One-on-ones have gone up by 1. His reflex is the same, and his throwing's gone up by 1. There you go. We'll see if they won anything, I suppose. Oh, wait. That's better. I got very confused. I'm like, how did he get in there? But he got his seasonal best 11 for, well, Serbia. Which I mean, he's probably Serbia's starting goalkeeper, I'd assume. So he's got that going for him. At least he's starting for a team, which is odd. He is the starting goalkeeper, so interesting that he starts for his national team but not his club team. I mean, his club team, no, they're Israeli. They're not, obviously they're Israeli, Tel Aviv, but I don't understand. Don't make much sense, but we'll jump another season ahead and we'll see if he's had any luck of actually playing games. Don't you just love when you forget that you couldn't holiday properly and you holidayed too far, but didn't redo it? So yeah, we've gone 2 more years into the future. We're in 2019, we should have been in 2018, but it's alright, we'll have a look where his boy is. I'm never saying that again. That was kind of painful just to say. He's at Marseille. No, say. Look at that, sounds like I planned it. I didn't. Trust me, please. Anyway, Predrag moved to Marseille, where, thank God, he's played a lot more games. They signed him, and I don't know why Maccabi, I don't understand why they weren't playing, but he moved to Marseille for 7 million, which is, they signed him straight away, which is considerably cheap for a goalkeeper to play 32 games, 32 conceded, 9 clean sheets, 2 plate matches, decent average rating. He did a lot better in his second season. 38 games played, that's like every game of the season, 33 goals conceded, 14 clean sheets, 4 plate matches. He's done pretty well. So when did he play? 2017-18 and 18-19. So have a look where they finished for both those seasons. So this one, they finished 7th. Not great. And this one, they finished 5th. It's a little bit better. This doesn't get Europe though. Nice came 3rd and got Europe. We did third in that season. Oh, Monaco won the league. Interesting. You know what? Just pure interest. Monaco again. PSG smashed it. That was one game against Monaco. It's got 99 goals. Mad. But yeah, so Marseille aren't doing great. See if Predrag can drag them up the table. I'm sorry. Right, we're another year into the future. Let's see where Rajkovic is now. See if he stayed at Marseille. He has. He's now 24 years old. 41 Serbia caps. What's Serbia's record? Because being a starting goalkeeper from a young age must mean they get quite a few caps. Their most capped player is 103, Stankovic. Most people know Stankovic is. If you don't, just Google or YouTube. I hope this is the right Stankovic. As Stankovic volley against Schalke or against Neuer. There you go. That's something for you to do. And if it's not the right Stankovic, still a really good goal. Still worth watching. So yeah, he's Serbia's starting goalkeeper. What were it? Sorry, 103. So what? He's 24 and got 41 caps, and he's another 62 or 63 to beat it. I think he might manage that. But let's have a look at his stats, right? Before I get into anything else. He's on 87k. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. His command of area stays the same. I doubt it's going to improve at 16. It's already good. His communication's gone up by 1. Handling has stayed the same. One-on-ones have gone up again by 1 again, so that's 16. So it's actually developing nicely. His reflexes have stayed the same, and his throwing has gone up by another 1. So throwing and one-on-ones are going up. Let's see how he did this season. 35 games, he only missed 3. 37 conceded. 11 clean sheets, 1 play a match, and a 6.95 average rating. It's a little bit worse. But if we look where they finished last season... Oh, 7th. Okay, Marseille aren't that good. Who's in Marseille's team? Because they're not doing very well. Now, they're missing a few players here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 players missing out of that. Oh, they're probably down here. So, you know, they're really young. One's probably you, because you're worth 21 million. I can't see why you won't play. They got a backup goalkeeper, that's a bit stupid. But if you look at some of these teams, some of these players, Rudiger, decent, always injured. Klavan, why? Wijnaldum's interesting. Andre Carrillo's interesting. They're playing 4 in up front. That could be why they're not doing very well. They've just not got a team. They keep losing players. They just get really... They have Zabalo. Now, this is their first signings. This is when they bought Rajkovic. They brought in a lot of their signings when they brought Rajkovic in. Oh, he came on loan, and like, they signed him twice. And then they just raided Liverpool and Man City. Diaby retired. Rightfully so. With those injuries. Rudiger and Elmedi? Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to do very well when he's, you know, his team aren't going to do well and they've not got good players surrounding. This is the guy they brought in the free. It's actually worth quite a lot. Have a look at this guy, you see. Let's have a look at this guy while you're at it. Orbelin Pineda. Pinder, whatever. Decent player. He looks like he'd start young. That sounds dreadful as well. Yeah, have a look at this guy. Yeah, I've already got to the stage where I'm suggesting different players and I'm not even meant to be looking at. But Predrag, did he get any personal awards while there? Oh, he's done quite a bit here. Broke the Marseille record for clean sheets. Lad. Run up in the Coupe de France. Or Coupe de France. He won the Under-20s World Cup. That's not been in game time though, so that doesn't matter. Is Serbia's vice-captain. Wait, he got that 2 years ago at the age of 22. Wow. Decent. Shit season though. Well, shit season for his team, but 11 clean sheets in a team that aren't doing very well, and a Klavan in defence. It's not that bad. Right, so back for another season. Hopefully Marseille can actually perform, so Predrag can get a good, you know, a pretty solid season behind him. Because I mean, he's had good seasons, but you've not seen big improvements. Really. I mean, you have. I mean, his stats have bloody gone up. He's now 48 Serbia caps. His value's gone down. He's still on a massive wage, though. We'll run through stats, obviously, first. Command of area stayed the same. Handling has stayed the same. Miscommunication, that's gone up by 1 as we noticed. His one-on-ones are still 16. His reflex still 15. And his throwing is still 14. So no stat improvements. Aiming for that. That's the most goals he's conceded. But he got more clean sheets than last season. So there's something went wrong in a game somewhere. But 38 games played every game this season. Conceded 44. 12 clean sheets, 1 player match, and that's 6.97. Now, what did Marseille do? Because they've been doing really shit. They came fourth, they got Europe. Right, they got something. Which means we could see Predrag get some, you know, people could looking at him, you know. He's now Serbia captain. Missed that out, unless something recently happened. Yeah, that's because that was top. And then, yeah, no, it's really happened for him this season. Pretty anticlimactic season. Let's go on to the next one. Right, so back from the next season, we'll have a look at Predrag again. Oh, God. I'll put this in right at least once while I've been typing. Still at Marseille. Oh, fuck's sake. Still at Marseille. If you didn't see. Right, there we go. He's not been given a new contract for a while, has he? Oh, I see stat improvement. 57 caps now. He might not get to that 104 that he needs. He's now 26, but you never know. I don't think we go far enough to find that out either, so sorry. But we'll look at his stats. His command of area is eventually improved. It's now 17. His communication is 15. I don't know if that... Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, his handling's still 14. His one-on-ones is still 16. His reflexes are still 15. And his throwing is still 14. Let's have a look how he did. Oh, 27 games. 33 goals conceded. 6 clean sheets. And 7.1. It's his best average rating, but it's his lowest games. Might have to do something with a damaged Achilles tendon. Out for 5 months. I think he missed all the way to October. Which is quite a big amount of games. I mean, you can see there's quite a few injuries of weeks, but not quite 5 months. Yeah, that's a big injury. That'll do you in. That'll definitely do you in. How did Marseille do this season, though? I mean, they finished 4th last season, so they'll know they finished 7th again. So they went from 7th to 4th to 7th again. Cheers. Just what we always wanted you to do. Didn't want you to perform well anyway. What happened to him? Oh dear. Wow. That is an awful start to the league. They're not difficult teams either. I mean, Bordeaux aren't bad, Synergy aren't bad, but Jesus Christ. Right, so this is the Wolfsburg Fenerbahce. They beat Dnipro, beat Dnipro again, then beat Wolfsburg, then beat Fenerbahce, so they must have gone through. They were doing like cup as well. Or whichever one this is, they've got 2 cups going at once. They lost in semis to Monaco. In Europe, they got to knock out and beat Athletic Bilbao. Oh, and then they got knocked out by Lyon. They got to quarterfinals this cup. They got to semi-finals, and then they lost in finals to Monaco. They tried. Just French clubs were their undoing. So, did he get any awards for this season then? Runner-up in that, as we've seen. He's Marseille's captain. And even season of best 11. So, we can see improvements if you don't get injured. He does well, he gets quite a few decent amount of clean sheets. Average range for a goalkeeper, very difficult, because you kind of have to be, to get a high average rating, you have to be a team that the defence is a bit leaky, but the keeper makes the saves. Like if you've seen a lot of my saves when I do really well with teams, that sounds so big-headed. You see everyone saves when they do really well with teams, actually. The goalkeeper tends to have like quite a low average rating, because he doesn't have shit to do. But yeah, we'll jump through to next season. Right, we've got his next season. Roma signed a player called Medic. I probably mentioned that when I was doing the Wenger one. Right, so let's have a look at Predrag. Oh, I've got it right again. He's still at Marseille. Is he ever going to leave? He's got a new contract. He has more Serbia caps. He might get this, I think I see some stat improvement as well. He might get this 104 caps. He's on 93k a week. He's worth 11.25 mil. But if you look at his stats, his command of areas stayed the same. Communications at 15, which is the same. Handling's improved. His one-on-ones have improved again. His reflexes have improved eventually, and his throwing stayed the same. You know, if you want to compare his stats from the first one until last season, we get there. But Okay, did he pick up another injury? Because he's played 26 games now, which is one less than last season when he was out for 5 months. Conceded 33, got 7 clean sheets. I think got a 6.92. We'll have a look. 3 months injury, hip injury, 6-week injury. Yeah, he picked up altogether. If we just put them together, we put it as like a 4. Just put it as a 5-month injury because you don't know how long it went. 3 months and some weeks, most likely. You know, yeah. Anyway, so it puts us pretty similar length to last season, so that explains why he's not been playing. How did Marseille do without him? I'm going to assume they came 7th. No, they came 5th. And they were actually quite unlucky not to get into Europe. Sad times. And so 5th is better than, 7th. Which is not as good as 4th. It's a shame, but they've performed a little bit better. It's nice to see. Did he accomplish anything this season? Oh, they won a cup. They came running. No, that's last season. They won the Copa de la Liga? Copa de la Liga? I don't know. They won it. So he's got a cup. He's got a trophy eventually. He could have gone to a better team and they'd have probably won more trophies, but whatever floats his boat. He could probably leave as well to a decent team. He's not a bad goalkeeper. I mean, but yeah, you don't get them stats and be a bad goalkeeper, do you? Piss me off that he likes to be number 95 though. I'd instantly number him number 1. I don't care about his personal preference. Like, that's wrong for a goalkeeper. But yeah, so he's got a trophy behind his belt now. Under his belt, not behind his belt. Making up sayings now. He's got a trophy under his belt. Let's see if he can, get a few more. And yeah, we'll see where he goes from there. And we're another season into the future. Let's see how Predrag's done. He seems pretty content with spending his life at Marseille, and he's still there. More Serbia caps. Okay, for goalkeepers usually last a while, and he might break that record for most caps, but we'll have to see if someone else breaks it. His command of area is the same. His communication's gone up again. Handling's stayed the same after it's gone up. His one-on-ones have stayed the same. His reflex have stayed the same, and his throwing has gone up again. It's now 15. He's now with 20 mil. For a goalkeeper, that's really good. He's on 100k a week. Mad. Oh, before we check if he won anything, let's just say I didn't see that. I don't know if anyone else did. You might have, but we'll see how he did. They came 3rd. Oh my god. PSG need a bit of chill. They lost 1 game, which was to Evan de Guingamp. I don't know. They finished 10th. Who did they draw against? Okay, 2 of those draws shouldn't be draws. That loss shouldn't be a loss. They could have got away with winning, like, so many more of their games. Well, not so many, or 3 more. They could have got 37 wins and 1 draw. It's all circumstantial. You can say that about anyone. You can say that about these if they didn't lose 29 games. So Marseille did really well. I didn't look at Predrag's stats yet, have I, actually? Let's have a look how he did in general stats. So he played every game this season. 37 goals conceded, 11 clean sheets, and 2 play matches. His best clean sheets were in his 2nd season, and they didn't do very well. But they finished 3rd now, so now they've got, I don't know what competition they get. How are they in the Europa League? Oh, this trophy puts them into the Europa League. So Marseille won the Europa... Really? How did they win the Europa League? Such a weird trophy for him to win. Like, I don't expect it. My game's lagging a little bit. Well, have a look who they... We have to run through their schedule. Now they get into Super Cup, which get Barca, they'll probably lose that, but they're in Champions League. Right, so they'd go through the qualifying rounds. They beat OB. They'd go for the playoff, where they beat Debrecen, both legs. Then in the group they beat Valencia, drew to Besiktas. They're the Romanian team, aren't they? Yes. Don't actually know who they are, though. Drew to Besiktas. They didn't lose in their group, from looks of it. Nobody lose a single group game, so... And they went on to play Borussia Mönchengladbach. They just got through. Then they played Galatasaray and they destroyed them. Then they played United and got thrown away goals. You see, that could have happened to United so many times this season. They could have lost and done away goals. Pulled it through, final against Ajax. Being English can't help they win, but still. Anyway, then they played Spurs in the final. And won 1-0. they had to play United and Spurs and managed to overcome them. Not bad. Not bad at all, which means Predrag now has another cup. They also won the Copa del League this season. He broke the record for clean sheets, his own record. So now he has 3 trophies under his belt. One being Europa League, which isn't bad. And then Champions League now, because they won the Europa League. I don't know if third would have got him there anyway. We'll have a look if it didn't actually matter about finishing third this season. Top 3 teams qualified group stage. They'd have got in no matter what. So this season's been quite a success. So let's move on to next season. Right, we're nearing the end of this. We've only got, I believe it's 3 more seasons left to check on Predrag. You know, he's just staying at Marseille, isn't he? I feel like he's never going to leave Marseille. He's now 29 years old and got 84 caps for Serbia. Don't know if he's jumped too many seasons here, actually, but doesn't matter anyway. He's now worth 17.75 million. He's getting on, but at 29, that's still decent value. 100k still. His command of areas stayed the same after it's gone up. Communications, I feel, has gone up again. Handling stayed the same since last time. His one-on-ones have stayed the same, gone up, I don't remember. His reflexes have stayed the same, and his throwing has gone up again because now it's gone up by a total of 4 points, which is pretty impressive. Now looking at this season, 34 games, we only missed 3 games, 35 goals conceded, 10 clean sheets, 1 play of the match, and an average rating of 6.94. The question is, can Marseille match their 3rd place finish? Okay, actually they can. I'd like to just refer to, when I go back onto this, look at 2nd place. How have PSG gone unbeaten and finished 2nd? How does that happen? Well, I mean, I understand that happens. You draw too many games, like they have done. They've drawn 6 and managed to not finish top of the table. But they've not lost a single game. Monaco have lost 3. They lost to PSG twice. How does shit like that happen? That's pretty impressive, actually. But anyway, Marseille finished 2nd, which, I mean, it is going to be difficult to catch up to 203 points. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's have a look how Marseille did in general in their trophies and whatnot. Let's look at the schedule, because they were in the Champions League, weren't they? Oh my god. They won the UEFA Super Cup, which means that Predrag now has another trophy. That makes it 4. 2 Copa del League and a Europa League and a UEFA Super Cup. So we're in the, oh my god, that's a bad group. That's not actually, they've got Real Madrid instantly. Bad. No. They drew actually in the away game. But in their group they had Real Madrid, Olympiacos and Dynamo Kiev. And I mean, they beat Dynamo Kiev twice, Olympiacos, and drew against Real. Lost to Real at home. Okay. Then beat Olympiacos. So they got through there. They're doing well in, oh, they were doing well in cups. Where's they still doing well in that one? Champions League, they played Dortmund and got knocked out in 1st round. A little bit disappointing there. Quarterfinal in this cup, semi-final are it, and lost it back to PSG. So they won 1 trophy this season, which I suppose isn't bad. Let's go back to Predrag. So that means he's added a UEFA Super Cup to his trophy cabinet, or not his personal medal cabinet, I suppose. Do you get one of them? I don't know. I assume players do have a medal cabinet for stuff they've won. Makes sense. I mean, I would. I'd have everyone coming by and budget. Sorry, I don't know why I clicked on that. I don't know why I hovered over that. Replying to a comment on my Sunderland rant. Yeah. Not saying that it's, I suppose, interesting to watch if you're a Sunderland fan. Or if you just want to know how shit we actually are. That's always fun. Newcastle fan, there you go. If you're a Newcastle fan, watch it and you'll realise how shit we are. You'll get some offs out of that. Anyway, because Predrag's had, well, Newcastle is an eventful season. They beat Barca. Suppose that's pretty eventful. We'll go into his penultimate season. Well, penultimate season we're looking at. We're not killing him off. Don't worry. Right, we're back for another season. We've seen Predrag getting decently old now. He should be 30. He's 30. 96 caps. He needs 8 more to break that record. But let's have a review. He's got a new contract. He's now contract till 2030. Forgot we're in 2026. On 130k a week. Decent money there. We don't check how Serbia did in the World Cup because we can assume they didn't do very well. They only played 3 games. Let's have a look. Command areas stayed the same. Communication has stayed the same. Handling has stayed the same. One-on-ones has stayed the same. Reflexes have stayed the same, and his throwing has stayed the same. He played 37 games, 33 goals conceded, 13 clean sheets, and a 7.15, which is better than his rating before. So, third, and second. How did Monaco go from third to first? How did Marseille finish second? How did they only finish? They got 91 points. Marseille decided they're now a really good team. They're like no players. They've got a lot of players that I know of as well. He's not. That's a fun name. Like Veltman. Oh, they're all players. He's still there. Still. Why are you playing a 19-year-old left back? Quick. I'm gonna get sidetracked so easily. This guy stayed, the guy that I said just to check out as well. He got really good stats. 30 years old. If he's retired from Mexican football, I'm gonna cry. I hate it when players do stuff like that. You get one cap off and you're like, oh, why? Why couldn't you get to just play that extra game? But yeah, so we should just have a look through Marseille's fixtures instead of looking at Predrag's thing. So, oh god. They're addicted to Real Madrid, aren't they? They're in the group again. Along with Victoria Pleasant. I'll get that wrong, and Chelsea. Oh my god. That is... Thought last season they got a bad group. This season, oh god. That group is... My bed just fell. Partially, anyway. That's an awful group of Real Madrid and Chelsea. I'm assuming they did not come out of their group in a very fond manner. They beat Victoria Pleasant, so they got through into the Europa League. Why do they have... They always get this. They get 4 cup games really close together. Like, they're the same cup. They're not at all. They're the same cup. They're still pretty close together. So, I'm sure that Europa League, they lost in the semi-final to St. Etienne. They're still in this one, though. So, knockout, I don't know, went through. They lost. On away goals to Galatasaray. No, just a little bit disappointed there, but oh well. And then they lost in the semi-final of the Copa de France to Monaco. So they didn't win out. So Predrag did not get to add to his medal cabinet, as I'm calling it. But did he get out else? Serbia's best 11, obviously. Seasonal best 11 Monaco, obviously. Runners up in that last season. No, this season. Let's jump to his last season. Well, the last season we'll be looking at. Right, let's have a look at Predrag's, the last season. We'll be looking at him. That makes sense. Still at Marseille. I want to make sure. He broke the record for most cap plays in this video. Perfect, that's all. It's kind of all I really wanted him to do. Don't care about what else. See you later. Now we'll run through his stats. I'm really funny, I know. Don't have to tell me. Any improvements? This command of area. Do you know what? We can do it from the beginning now. So from the age of 20 to 31, so 11 seasons, his command of area improved by 1, his communication improved by 2, his handling improved by 1, his one-on-ones improved by 3, his reflex improved by 1, and his throwing improved by 4. But obviously a lot of his other stats improved as well. If you want to compare them yourselves, you're very welcome to. I didn't compare all his stats. Obviously his mentals have gone up. I don't know about his physicals. I don't know if goalkeeper's physicals actually improve. But this season, oh my god. Well, he's got his most clean sheets. He's conceded his least amount of goals as well. Even in seasons where he played like less games. So he played 37 and conceded 20 and got 17 clean sheets. I'm really... Marseille's they finished second again. Okay, so they've cemented themselves as second place, which is nice to see. Not quite first, though, is it? And they were quite far off. They were 9 points behind PSG this season. It's a bit of a shame. That's their reserve team. But let's have a look. So, in the group, great. Did they have a better group? Copenhagen, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. No, they didn't. Hey, but you know what? They beat Bayern 3-0. Perfect. that's a really bad group as well to get Bayern and so let's have a look. Have Bayern dropped off there? No, Leverkusen picked up a couple though. But Bayern is still a good team. So to beat them 3-0 still really impressive. So they beat so they got through the group, I'm assuming. Beat Copenhagen, lost them, so they came through second, I'm gonna guess. Do you want me better? Doing stages. I don't want to see final. Can I go back to... Oh wait, can you show me this from last season? Yeah, perfect. So we got groups. They were in Group D, weren't they? So yeah, they came second. Because Liverpool won all their games. Whereas Marseille drew a game against... Oh yeah, they drew against Bayern. And lost to Liverpool twice. But they beat Bayern and beat Copenhagen. Perfect. Copenhagen lost all their games. So in the first knockout... That's 9. That's not a button I meant to press. First knockout round. Okay, they lost to Barca. All the teams that started away won. And all the teams that weren't Spanish, French, or the 3 English teams went 4. Can't count. 4 English teams went through. If you were Italian, you know, you just weren't having a fun time, were you? Dear God. Celta Vigo went through. Should we just... Oh, I need to stop doing that. That's annoying me so much. Should we see who won it? So, of course that was going to happen. 2 of the Spanish teams faced each other. The French and Spanish team played each other. And all the English teams played each other. So you saw Barca, Real Madrid, City and United. I pray to God these semi-finals were Barca, with Spanish-English. Oh, they were. Perfect. Do you know what? I don't think you get a better Champions League final than Man United, Man City. United won, as you can tell. They won penalties. It's like perfect. I need to go back to Predrag though. I've lost him. I've got sidetracked in the Champions League. So yeah, he had a really good season this season. Let's get back to that. 7 clean sheets, they came second. I need to check if they won out else. Let's have a look at his achievements, see if they did. They won the Copa de la Liga again. He broke the record for most caps. And that's it. So, if you can't tell, Predrag does improve quite a lot. I mean, he has 105 Serbia caps. I mean, it's probably not difficult. Serbia have not been the greatest footballing nation, still pretty good in themselves. Produced some really good players, as you can tell. Predrag being a really good goalkeeper. I've called him Predrag all this video, and it's like butchering his name. It's like Predrag. I've said that in a weird accent and hoped it was different. And it didn't really sound that different, did it? It's probably not pronounced I'm saying it, is what I'm trying to get at, but yeah. Sign him, because he's cheap. If he were not at Marseille, he'd be valued a bit higher, and he'd probably have sold somewhere else for more money, because he seems very committed to Marseille. You know, how many seasons is that? Right, so if we count up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons at Marseille. How many caps he got for Marseille? Because that's pretty impressive. It's well known for across Europe. Where's Marseille? He has made 342 league appearances for Marseille, and he has lifted the Europa League in 2014. 2024, not 2014. He lifted the Super Cup in 2024, and the Copa de la Liga 3 times between 2023 and 2027. Oh, I didn't check these. Which ones can we check? Oh no, they are the same. He got the under 20s, the Golden Glove, but that don't matter because that's not in the game time. But yeah, they sent him for 4.8 million. And not being funny, but he's not going to be the most capped player, because surely their most capped player is a lot of. He could break that very easily. If he plays next season, he'd break it. I suspect if I went another year in the future, he would. I'm not about to, though, because that's where we end. So yeah, thanks for watching, sign Predrag, and I will see you for the next Wonderkid, who will be a centre-back, because I'm doing an order, because I'll forget about players if I don't. You can put in the comments if you like, and guess who it is. I mean, do you know what, I'll give you a little hint. He's on loan at... I always get the name wrong, so I'll just show you him. There we go. Eintracht Frankfurt. He's on loan there. So if you can tell me who he is, then well done, I suppose. I can't really give you anything, so yeah. Congratulations, you guess who he is, so I will see you for that video.